So today let us try to know in detail what is an Anglo-Indian literature. As I have told you in my earlier videos that Anglo-Indian literature is Anglo-English and Indian literature, that is when an Englishman, any English writer or Englishman is writing in his own language English, but he is writing about India, about Indian life, Indian character or Indian society or Indian culture or tradition. So an Englishman, when he writes in English but about India or Indian life, that kind of literary work or that kind of literature will be called Anglo-Indian literature, and the writer will be called an Anglo-Indian writer, and it has been called that Anglo-Indian literature has been the earliest writing based on Indian themes in English, means that it was by an Englishman. And what kind of Englishmen? Those Englishmen who came to India, means those were Englishmen who got a chance or who got an opportunity to come to India, to visit it or to just look with their own eyes Indian culture. When they came to India, that maybe as a journalist, maybe they were, or they may be educationists, administrators, then maybe guest also, guest of those times of guest of Maharajas or princes or the kings, Nawab. So these Englishmen, they were so overwhelmed, they were so excited, they got a lot of interest in Indian life because for the first time they saw so many different things, so many different culture, and they were very overwhelmed with all of it, that they started to write or they started to mention the complete Indian culture in their own language in the writing. And many of them became interested in Indian life, and then they started to write the stories about India, and they also started to write lyrics, poems or novels with Indian. The main theme of their stories had been India, that is Indian characters, Indian theme or Indian family, Indian background, each and everything was related to India because they were very overwhelmed or very fascinated with it. These writers mostly described what? Maharajas, Jamidars, because they had never seen those kind of family or those kinds of culture in other countries. So for the first time when they found so many different things in India, they started to describe in their own language in English. Maharajas, Jamidars, or the Indians educated in England, those Indians who had got education from England. They may be Indian officers, Indian clerks or Indian peons or Indian person. India was just like a land of jugglers, land of beggars or land of poverty. For them, India was just like a land of snake charmer for those English men, and they liked to describe in detail each and everything of India. So these kinds of writing, maybe novels, maybe short stories or maybe poems based on Indian life or Indian culture or Indian people were called Anglo-Indian literature. Later Indo-Anglian, that is Indo-Anglian literature, later it came because now Indo, that is India, and Anglian English. Now it was Indian. Indians started to write about India but in their language, in English language. When an Indian is writing in English language, then it will be called an Indo-Anglian literature. Means Indians use the English language to write or to describe themselves. Now just look at the difference between both. Englishman writes in their own language in English, but about India, and an Indian man is writing in English. So, Indo-Anglo literature, it was started after the establishment of the East India Company. Okay. Later it came. Later Indo-Anglo literature was written. It was in 1809. It was C.V. Boria. He wrote an account of the Jains, and it came in 1809. But in correct English. It was written in correct English, and this seems to be the first original book, an account of the Jains, first original book in English by an Indian. Then later Doro Geo published his poems in 1823, the Sher and other poems in then other, that is his poems, and the name of his poem was also, it was very famous, the Sher and other poems. So, it was Anglo-Indian literature.